We are ready for Saturday afternoon hockey in the USPHL Florida Elite Division as the Florida Eels look to pick up the two-game series sweep over the Florida Junior Blades. Happy to have you along with us on the Florida Eels Broadcast Network. Nick Rush giving you the play-by-play from Hertz Arena in Estero, Florida. As we get set for the finale on this weekend set, let's give you the starting lineups for today's action. First, for the hosting Florida Junior Blades with a record of 0-3. They're starting at defense Jack Williams alongside Jeremy Pizzola. Their three forwards starting regulation, Alex Broadhead, Rory Nish, and Anthony Cosentino. Riley Shepard will be the man in between the pipes for the Blades and his first start of the season. Meanwhile, for the visiting Eels with a record of 2-1, Nick Corbett and Neil Campbell, your starting line on the defensive side. The three forwards, Landon Engels, Mason DeMeyer, and Caleb Harrop. Starting netminder for the Eels is Andrew Van Udegom. This is also his first start of the season. He's a 6'2", 165-pound goalie from Flagstaff, Arizona. National anthem just moments away, so we will step aside and come back with the opening puck drop of today's Elite Division matchup. Live from Hertz Arena in Estero, this is the Florida Eels Broadcast Network. Welcome back to Estero, where we are set for the opening puck drop of today's elite matchup between the Florida Eels and the Florida Junior Blades. In this opening 20 minutes of action, the Florida Eels will skate from right to left across your computer screen, donning their white jerseys with the green trim along the shoulders, black numbers on the back, black pants, white socks with the green stripe, and black helmets. For the Junior Blades, they will skate left to right across your computer screen, and they have on their dark blue jerseys with the green trim down the sides, white numbers on the back, black pants, gray socks, and white helmets. Players taking their positions along the center ice line. And we are underway. Junior Blades win the opening face-off as Rory Nish jumps across the center red. Quick turnover by Mason DeMeyer, but the Junior Blades recover along the near side circle in their own zone. Puck floats in towards Andrew Van Udegom, and the Junior Blades are caught with an icing just 16 seconds into regulation. Face-off comes to the near side circle in front of Riley Shepard, the Florida Junior Blades netminder. Eels win the draw, and they start up top at the near point for Nick Corbett. That leads to a breakaway on an errant pass. Wrist shot, and Udegom says no, sir. He kicks it back behind the net. Udegom still out of position in the blue paint, and he finally jumps on top of the disc to prompt the whistle. So an early scoring opportunity by Rory Nish as Nick Corbett tried for a D-to-D pass along the point. Nish was able to jump right in the middle of it, take it down to Van Udegom, but he couldn't finish off the play. Face off along the right side in the Junior Blades end zone. Anthony Zebley comes through with a face-off win for the Eels. He stabs the puck in front of the Florida Eels benches off to the right side of my broadcast position. Junior Blades sitting to my left. 50-50 puck for Jack Williams of the Blades. He stuffs it to the far side circle in the Blades attacking zone, but the Eels are quick to get back with it. Ryan Chambray getting the best of him is Colton Adesano. Adesano produces the dump in around the end boards of Andrew Van Udegom. And the Florida Eels have a 3-on-2 as Ryan Chambray leads the charge down the far wing. Chambray held up from behind, and he's halted at the far side corner with Jack Williams providing the defense. Williams gets it up and eventually out as Henry Ward was not able to keep it across the blue line. Both teams getting fresh bodies onto the ice. It's the first line change of the game for both squads. We are 1 minute and a half into regulation. It's 0-0 between the Eels and the Blades. Van Udegom freezing the puck behind the net. Hewitt swings around. Hewitt laces the puck back down to the left side, and it goes from one end to the other. Jack Williams Flubs the puck over to the near hash marks. Minor able to intervene. And this could be a 2-on-2 for the Blades if they hurry. Right wing circle. Wrist shot applied by Max Steck. And Van Uchim with the kick save. Stephen Hewitt giving chase to the far back wall. Jack Williams applying the pressure. Williams runs his way up the left dasher. And it's a give and go to Isaac Vasquez. Vasquez swoops in with a wrist shot. And they got ricocheted away in traffic. Eels produced a dump down. And the Junior Blades try for the icing, but it doesn't go their way. So play keeps rolling, and Jack Williams quarterbacks a brand new drive in front of that Blades bench. He goes rink wide to Isaac Vasquez. Vasquez pinballs the puck behind Van Uchim's net. And it's Neil Campbell to the far side of his own goal line. Nice through pass to Pablo Paulos, who produced 2 goals during last night's Florida Eels victory by the final score of 8-2. Pass had too much pressure on it, going into Rory Nisha's direction. And it's another one going back into the favor of the Eels from their near corner. Vertical pass to J.J. Peters, waiting along the center red. He dishes off to his left side for William Heikkila. Heikkila fumbles it away. Cole Smith with another clearance from the neutral zone. Peters getting yanked down from behind. No call made. Quinn Roadhouse with the physicality along the far hash. Jeremy Pizzola keeps the puck across the far side of the blue line, but Peters is able to intervene. Confiscated away by Cole Smith. Smith in front of the penalty box boards as the physicality amplifies through the opening minutes of period number 1. Icing called against the Junior Blades. 16-19 left in the first. 0-0 is your score. Face-off coming to Riley Shepard's left. Face-off to the far dasher. Immediate shot placed on, and a big scramble breaks out in front of Riley Shepard. Shepard gets into split position, and he blocks down each opportunity coming his way. Landon Engels letting it fly to the far end of the goal line. Junior Blades recover courtesy of Jeremy Pizzola. Pizzola anchors the puck to that right point. Henry Ward steps in the way. Ward working his way down the right glass. Engels shovels it up to the far point. Ward with a slap shot. Gets banked away by congestion in the low slot. And Mason DeMeyer not able to pull the trigger. DeMeyer jammed up against the near corner. Landon Engels able to free up some space. And he goes back up top to Peyton Donica. Donica to midpoint, side shuffle right side for Henry Ward. Ward lets it go, and that's taken off of Shepard's chest. The play keeps on going as the Eels storm the attacking zone. 3-3 are the shots on goal in the opening minutes of the game. Puck is shoveled down to Van Uchim, the Florida Eels netminder. And he paddles it to Ryan Chambray along the near half boards. Chambray with a backhanded pass to Caleb Harup. Harup at the center line, across the enemy blue line. He gets free, right circle. It's paddled on, and Riley Shepard caroms it away. Rebounder by Grant Minor, too high over the crossbar. Stephen Hewitt has Jacob Gusty get the best of him, and Gusty forms a 2-on-2 for the Blades. Long distance forehander goes straight into Van Uchim's left-handed glove. We played 5 minutes, 15 seconds of regulation. Both teams still trying to find the opening goal. Face-off coming to Van Uchim's right. Anthony Zebley with the face-off victory. Drops it for Stephen Hewitt in the right corner. Quick turnover by the Blades, but Derek Hambling, not enough room to work with. Hambling with 2 goals in 3 games played for the Junior Blades. He's on a 2-goal point streak. Or a 2-game goal streak, you could better define it. As the Junior Blades gather around the neutral zone, Anthony Cosentino fighting for it with a pair of Eels at the Junior Blades blue line. Players hacksawing back and forth. Matthew Cliff jumping into the fray for the Eels, and he dances away with it. His rink-wide pass goes awry onto the tape of Jacob Gusty of the Blades. However, he's given the delayed offside call, so it's Eels puck once more. Pass flops over Ryan Chambray's tape. He heads off on the line change alongside Anthony Zebley. Junior Blades pick up a brand new drive from the near end boards. Nick Corbett stashing it across the enemy point, and the puck flips behind the cage of Riley Shepard. Shepard freezes up, and he sets up Jack Klunk. Klunk clashing back and forth with Nick Vasquez. Eventually, he gives it away to Isaac Vasquez. Isaac Vasquez, number 5 on the Junior Blades. Nick Vasquez donning number 52 on the Florida Eels side. Josh Schreiberg trying to hustle his way off the Van Uchem's left side, and he's held up against a corner. Williams freed. Forms it, far side circle. Daniel Leviton waiting there. He tried to go with a cross-ice feed, and eventually Nick Vasquez hops in the way. Vasquez pours into the Eels' offensive zone. Wrap around attempt by Vasquez towards the far post, and the puck wiggles back out to center. Henry Ward floats it to the neutral zone. Give and go to Peyton Donica, who runs down the near wing. Long distance shot coming, and Riley Shepard plays it in his equipment for the stoppage. Face off to the left side in the Junior Blade zone. Pablo Paulos leaning in for the Eels. He goes up against Quinn Roadhouse, but Roadhouse is victorious. Roadhouse shovels it, far end wall to Jeremy Pizzola. Pizzola with an odd man rush for the Blades. Far side circle, pass to the low slot, goes wide of Quinn Roadhouse. Golden opportunity for the Blades, but it remains 0-0, 12:20 showing on the first period clock. Wide open puck for Jeremy Pizzola in front of the Blades bench. Centered it to Quinn Roadhouse, but Roadhouse lost in the skates. Eels trying to ride it from back behind the net. Grant Miner flips it up to the far point. Pablo Paulos gets beat out by Alex Broadhead. Broadhead trying for the point blanker, but Peters is able to confiscate it. Icing is negated as the biscuit caromed off the body of Jack Williams. Williams back around Riley Shepard's cage, and the Junior Blades tilted all the way back down to Van Uchem. That is an icing against the Junior Blades. As usual, the head coach of the Florida Eels is Alex Sanchez on the elite side of things. He is accompanied by Frankie Scarpacci, the Florida Eels' premier head coach. Junior Blades, their bench boss is Rob Weingartner in his first season in Estero. Back to action. Florida Eels at the attacking near half boards, but eventually Jeremy Pizzola comes cruising out to mid-ring. Caught out of midair by Mason DeMeyer. DeMeyer onside across the blue line, but there are too many Junior Blades in the vicinity. Puck spirals in midair onto the tape of Stephen Hewitt. Hewitt in front of penalty box boards, banks it to the far side circle, and it's Jacob Gusty jumping through. Gusty squibs it to the high slot. Florida Eels puck, wrist shot and a goal! Landon Engels taking a nice forehander in between the rings, and he makes it 1-0, 9 minutes into the first. Well, Landon Engels was all alone as he scooped up an errant pass and drove it over that left glove of Riley Shepard. The Florida Eels, when they played the Junior Blades over the past pair of games, it was the Blades drawing first blood. Today, it's a little bit different with the Eels coming out of the gates with that power on the offensive end. Caleb Harp putting the Eels back to work, left side of the goal line. Crank to the center red. Nick Corbett tape to tape with Mason DeMeyer. DeMeyer tried the 2-on-2, but Anthony Cosentino with a little interference. Cosentino threads it to Jordan Jeffords. Jeffords, low slot, wrist shot, kicked aside by Van Uchem. Ribbed around the net to the near side corner. Max Steck shovels it near point. Hacked on by Isaac Vasquez, and Van Uchem freezes the puck. So we approach the halfway marker of period number 1, 10:22 showing, and the Eels are up by 1. We go to the near circle. Anthony Zebley with his second face-off victory of the day on the Eels side. Puck ricochets off the skate of a lineman, and the Junior Blades are called offside. Shots on goal reading 7 for the Eels, 5 for the Blades, as this face-off comes in front of the Eels bench. Zebley throws it off to his right side for Ryan Chambray. Chambray choked it up for Gusty. Gusty with a shot in the low slot, and he missed the net from Van Ootjem. Mad scramble along the near back wall. Careened to the low slot, and Jacob Gusty wasn't able to pull the trigger. Another foot race the other way. Could be a breakaway for Pablo Paulos if he hurries. Far circle, but he wasn't able to get there in time. Scrum back behind the net for the puck. Junior Blades loosen it for a circle. Pablos still showing resistance, but Jacob Gusty has another 2-on-2 chance. Gusty, far corner, whips it in front. Shot, and a pad save by Van Ootjem. That gets a rise out of the Florida Eels crowd and the team benches alike as the puck goes over the end boards. So Van Ootjem with a clutch save in a split position to keep his Eels team up 1-0. Ethan Hoover getting onto the ice for his first face-off of the day. Eels could have a 3-on-2, and they make it happen. Near circle, shot goes wide from Nick Vasquez. Vasquez rings it up to the near point. Junior Blades turn it away. It's Josh Schreiberg alone in the offensive zone, but he flips the puck to Van Ootjem, who clears it on out to neutral. Jack Williams trying to take a shot from a mile away. Van Ootjem picks it out of the sky, and he draws the whistle. Wholesale line change for the Junior Blades coming out. Eels sticking with their current reinforcements on the rink. Hoover taking another draw, this time against Rory Niche. Niche victorious. Big blast coming from the midpoint. Van Ootjem not able to secure it. Big scramble in the blue paint. Backhander goes wide. And Van Ootjem gets back up on his feet. Another one cranked on. And Van Ootjem gets the whistle. Players crowd together in the low slot. A little bit of frustration from this Junior Blades team as they are getting opportunity after opportunity. But Van Ootjem and his first start of the season is on fire as we get to 8:36 left in the opening period. Off the near side draw. Puck hopped over to the far point. Daniel Leviton with some space. Lobs it on, and the Eels dump it down. Riley Shepard putting up the left hand, but he doesn't get the icing. Puck didn't have enough friction behind it. Jacob Gusty taking a 360 around Riley Shepard's net. Nick Corbett picks it off and shuffles it to Nick Vasquez. Vasquez near side of the goal line. Puck pinballing all around in the Eels attacking zone. Corbett knuckling a shot to the right side of Riley Shepard. Daniel Leviton caught up in the skates with Caleb Harrop. Threaded to the near point. Corbett with a wrister and a goal! Nick Corbett with his first goal of the 2020-2021 season, and he doubles up the Eels' advantage 2-0. 7:50 to play in the first. Initially, it looked like it might have been deflected into blue paint, but Corbett says he was the goal scorer as he throws up his arms in celebration. Corbett in his second season with the Florida Eels, a native of Helena, Montana. He goes back to the benches as the Eels get new men out. Henry Ward dishes it back to the Junior Blades zone. Paddled back in front of the scorer's table for Cole Smith. Smith loops the puck far corner. Peyton Donica looking to dump it out, and he gets it over to that far point for Jeremy Pizzola. Pizzola clattering back and forth with a couple of Eels. Donica reunited with it as he rims the puck around the end wall and over to the right wing half boards. Freed up for Alex Broadhead. Broadhead intercepted by Matthew Clift as he waits behind Van Uchem's net. Clift pokes it out across mid-ring. And the Junior Blades get the interception with Max Steck leading the charge. Steck with a shot coming from the near hash. And Van Uchem paddles it away. Henry Ward killing a couple more seconds around the end glass. J.J. Peters rink wide out to the neutral zone. He connects with William Heikkila. Heikkila goes wide over the net. And Anthony Cosentino recovers for the Blades. Big slap shot coming from the right side of the blue line by Henry Ward. And Riley Shepard puts the play to bed. So it's now a 2-0 lead for the Eels. 6:36 left in the first. Jack Klunk trying to play the puck down to one knee. Shot goes off the outer lining of the net. Almost looked like it went in from the broadcast perspective, but players continue to clamor after it from that near corner. Curled up the far boards by Ryan Chambray. Chambray has it picked aside by Jacob Gusty. Gusty gets it over in front of the Junior Blades bench. Eels keep it in the attacking territory. Swatted over towards that near point. Grant Miner not able to reach out to it. At the half boards, Pablo Paulos dueling a couple of Blades, and the Blades get the better of that battle. It's Jacob Gusty. Discards it, and it leads to a 2-on-1 for the Eels, but the Junior Blades get the second man there. Eels are called offside. Anthony Zebley kicked up the heels across the blue line. But the man on the other end, Nick Corbett, was just a couple of steps too far ahead. Face off to the neutral zone, red dot. Eels facing the offensive ice. Drop behind Riley Shepard's net, and the puck meets the mesh netting. This is game one of a doubleheader today at Hertz Arena. At 3:15 p.m., we will see the Premier Division bout between these two crosstown arch rivals, the Eels and the Blades. Puck sputters out to the neutral zone, and Corbett lowers the shoulder in the Quinn Roadhouse, which puts that Eels bench on fire with applause. We're back out across the neutral zone red line. Ethan Hoover trying to string it on into the Eels end zone. No can do. Both teams exchanging possessions across center ice. Nick Corbett in front of the Blades bench. Transitions far side circle. Hammers one on. And Shepard flashes a left-handed leather. We approach the final 5 minutes of your opening portion of play. Eels lead 2-0. Puck scrambled to the midpoint. Corbett keeps it across by a matter of inches. And the Junior Blades hack it on down towards the Eels goaltender Van Uchem. Forked to the near point. Nick Corbett going vertical as he was searching for Nate Hedrick. Hedrick has it propped backwards. Junior Blades back in the attacking ice. And Jack Williams is rammed against the near boards. Multiple men colliding as we have a 50-50 puck to the Junior Blades near goal line. And it goes into the stands. So the Florida Eels getting a wholesale edit to the lines. Caleb Harrop coming out alongside Landon Engels, Mason DeMeyer, and Henry Ward. Face off to Riley Shepard's right. Mason DeMeyer spinning away from the near hash, and a shot a mile away off the stick of Peyton Donica. Junior Blades wrestle it back out to center ice. Jordan Jeffords plays it across to Josh Schreiberg. Schreiberg tosses it behind Van Uchem's net, and Uchem dumps it back down the far wall and out to the middle of the ice. Puck wide open behind the Eels cage, I should say. Near half boards, 2-on-2 battle. Mason DeMeyer jumping into the fray. He goes against Alex Broadhead as the play continues after a couple of moments. Caleb Harup spars it over the Landon Engels. Engels goes down on top of a Blades player, and Riley Shepard applies glove to puck. Eels continue bringing out new players. Junior Blades doing the same with this far side circle draw coming up. Battle to low slot. Calvin Nees with his first touch-up of the game. Gets a shot on, but Shepard squeezes the 5-hole shut. Calvin Nees reunited with it between the rings. Forehander, and it goes wide. Rebound coming along the near post from Paulos, and Riley Shepard lays on top of the disc. Calvin Nees applying a shove onto Rory Nish after the whistle. And how about that? The Florida Eels bench loving it. Ciro Calvanese throwing his body around a little bit. Not something that you see often from the second-year player out of Naples. Ciro Calvanese played youth hockey with the Junior Everblades organization right here at Hertz Arena. But for his first year of juniors, he made the trip across town, or across Southwest Florida, you could better put it, to join the Florida Eels. It's J.J. Peters. Thwarts it to the near point for Nick Corbett. Corbett rims it around the far dasher, and Jeremy Pizzola picks it up to the far point. Eventually, the puck flutters to the Eels' near circle. Nick Corbett retrieving for the Eels. He's tape to tape with Ciro Calvanese, who's getting roughed up by 3 different junior players. Jacob Gusty getting alone in front of Van Uchim, and Van Uchim comes up big once more. 2:43 and counting to go on your first. Junior Blades down by a pair to the Eels. Pablo Paulos almost had a breakaway man on his back. Forehander and a goal! Pablo Paulos had 2 different defenders on his back, and he's still able to haul it across the goal mouth. It's his 3rd goal of the weekend, and it's 3-0 Eels. And this Florida Eels elite team just looks better and better with every single game that they play. The first 3 games, they started shaky. They lost that first game 7-2 against the Tampa Bay Juniors. But then they followed it up with back-to-back wins against the Blades. And in those games against the Blades, it took a while for the Eels to get started up. But today, it's an entirely different story. Full head of steam for everyone donning the green and white today. Matthew Clift has it finessed aside by Jack Williams. Williams trying to get the Junior Blades forecheck rolling. It's Stephen Hewitt from behind Van Uchim's net. Airs it out to center ice. Ryan Chambray lets it fly around Shepard's end wall. Stabbed back out in front by Neil Campbell. Rebounder takes an odd hop, but Anthony Zebley not able to cash in. Shepard with the stoppage of play, and we have some more theatrics going on after the whistle. Matthew Cliff going face-to-face with a blade as we're 18 minutes deep into the first. Face off to the right side of Riley Shepard. And Anthony Zebley gets dislocated off the puck. Jack Williams doing the honors. Williams trying to go coast to coast. Clift picks it off near corner. Clift elevates it to that right side of the blue line. Discards it to Neil Campbell. And Campbell gets the Eels some relief. Ryan Chambray swinging his way across the neutral zone. Pinballs it to the far side corner. Jack Klunk scooping up. Klunk to the near back wall. Alex Broadhead going back and forth with him. Jack Clunk exchanging with Rory Nish at the far circle. Ryan Chambray, one-touch pass, far point, but Henry Ward wasn't able to play it cleanly. Van Uchem coming way out of his net, and he clears it to the center red. Big risk by Andrew Van Uchem when he had a junior blade just storming right in his face. Puck out of play in the Eels' ice with exactly 60 seconds until the first intermission. It's Ethan Hoover versus Quinn Roadhouse for a face-off at center ice. Isaac Vasquez stirs in front of the Eels bench. Kicked away by Nick Vasquez. Wheeled over to that Eels left circle. But the Eels have some good resistance coming from Ethan Hoover. Isaac Vasquez chasing down another incomplete pass on the Junior Blades territory. Out at the center circle, it's Nate Hedrick. Hedrick gives it off to Nick Vasquez. Vasquez along the far hash, and it's freed up to Nate Hedrick. Hedrick gets to the blue paint of Riley Shepard, but no further than that. 22 seconds left on the first period. It's Isaac Vasquez, beat to the punch by Nate Hedrick. Hedrick, far side circle. He had one goal in yesterday's game. Game one of this two-game weekend series between the Eels and the Blades. Vasquez slaps it on into the Eels end zone. 3 seconds to kill. And that is all she wrote for your opening 20 minutes of play, where your score, the Florida Eels 3 and the Junior Blades 0. We will take a break and come back with the start of your middle stanza of regulation. The Florida Eels elite team taking control in period number 1. We'll be back after this from Hertz Arena in Estero, Florida. We are back on the Florida Eels broadcast network as we are set to begin your second period of play, where the Florida Eels elite team leads over the Florida Junior Blades by the count of 3-0. Face-off comes and the Junior Blades win it. They skate from right to left across your computer screen. Eels from left to right. Centered out to the neutral zone to Alex Broadhead of the Blades. Broadhead swerves to the far point. Picked away by Caleb Harrop, who has a 2-on-2 with Eels. Has it in a breakaway. Right circle, backhander. And Riley Shepard tucks it into the breadbasket. So your first stoppage of the middle period comes 20 seconds in as players collide in the low slot. Well, it started out with a 2-on-2, and then it quickly formed into a 2-on-1 as a Junior Blades defender lost his balance in that right circle. So that put Caleb Harrop wide open, but he couldn't finish off the play to make it 4-0. Rory Nish steps up to the far point, but the puck is tattered back behind the cage. Nick Vasquez putting in the defensive work in that near circle. Vasquez quinks it up to the far point. Nick Corbett jousting it around between a couple of Junior Blades. Alex Broadhead has his stick go high into the sky. And Landon Engels pivots the puck away from the far hash marks. Left side of the blue line, it's Nick Corbett searching for his second goal of the game, but no can do as Shepard kicks the puck to the right corner. Ribbed out to center, and the Junior Blades aren't able to get anything going. Rory Nish was the only man who was trying to get into that Eels attacking ice, or that Junior Blades attacking ice, rather, as the puck is wheeled back to the near side goal line of Riley Shepard, the Junior Blades netminder. Far corner, Ryan Chambray loses the puck and escapes. He clatters after it, back and forth with men at the far point, and the Junior Blades force it out to center. It's saucered away back into the near circle by Jeremy Pizzola. Pizzola gets across the center red, dishes it off to his right side to Jacob Gusty. Gusty with a shot, misses a net. Colton Adesano steering it from the near point. Ryan Chambray escapes with it. Chambray trying to go coast to coast. It doesn't work out as he gets one shot on from the sharp angle. Isaac Vasquez regathering for the Eels behind the net. He's intercepted by Chambray. Chambray trying for the centering feed to Anthony Zebley, but there are too many bodies in front of the cage. Jacob Gusty guts the puck to the near corner of the Junior Blades end zone. He lays out a man in the process as Henry Ward went down on the back wall. Here's a 200-foot dump down. Icing is negated as the Junior Blades won the foot race. Isaac Vasquez kicking up the heels to the near corner. Thrown back up right point to Minor. Minor knuckles one on, and Riley Shepard takes it off of the left leg. Rebound by Minor. Ricocheted away off the body of Jacob Gusty. Gusty sputters the puck into Andrew Van Ootgem, who picks it out of the sky, and he will keep the play going. Another dump down by the Eels, but it hit Isaac Vasquez on the way down, so no icing. Big shot coming from Nick Vasquez of the Eels in the near circle, but there is too much pressure behind the shot. Rallied over to the far corner. Vasquez back with it. Quinn Roadhouse able to showcase some stick work out to center ice. He forms a 2-on-1 for the Blades. Far side circle, wrist shot, and that's taken off the stick of Van Ootgem. Rebounder, no sir. Jack Williams missed the net wide left. Over to the far point. Williams transforms, still can't get a shot on board. We go over to the left circle. Nate Hedrick trying to hustle after the puck. A couple of seconds too late. Daniel Leviton, the first one to it, as the Junior Blades hold into the attacking ice. Sharp angle shot coming. Van Ootgem shuts it down for the whistle. We have played 3 minutes, 56 seconds of your middle stanza of regulation. It's 3-0 Eels. And a penalty is called against Grant Minor of the Eels as he heads into the penalty box. So for the first time of the day, we see a man advantage, and it goes into the Junior Blades' favor. And last night's game 1 of the weekend series, the Blades combined for 24 penalty minutes off of 8 infractions. The Eels combined for 20 penalty minutes off of 10 infractions. So the Junior Blades started out in their own ice, but the pass goes incomplete, and Nick Corbett scoops it on down the length of the rink. Already 30 seconds have gone by as the public address announcement is made. Grant Minor is guilty of a roughing call. So 1:25 left on this Blades man advantage. Jeremy Pizzola steering it right corner as Mason DeMeyer applies pressure from behind. Worked up the right wall, and the Junior Blades get it back in their clutches. Jeremy Pizzola circling around the zone, eventually centered out to Jacob Gusty at neutral. Corbett puts the puck off of Gusty, and it ricochets out to Riley Shepard, the Junior Blades goaltender. Jack Williams chucks it to the center line. Junior Blades trying to get numbers forming in the end zone. Shot hits the midsection of Van Ootgem. It's Jacob Gusty walking his way up the near glass. Trying to go to Jack Williams, but too many Eels in the way. Meanwhile, behind the net, you have Neil Campbell trying to get the clearance. Doesn't work out in his favor. Shot goes off of the back glass from Jacob Gusty. And 22 seconds are left until Grant Minor heads out of the sin bin on the Eels side. Eels get a very needed dump down. Junior Blades down to their final 10 seconds of the 5-on-4. Far half wall for Jordan Jeffords. Jeffords killing out the remaining time on the Junior Blades power play, and they are now 0 for 1 on the 5-on-4 today. Grant Minor out of the box, back onto the Florida Eels benches. Junior Blades back to the offensive work. Far side circle, shot punched on by Klunk, and it goes in. It was caromed in the blue paint and past Van Ootgem. We'll wait on the goal announcement to see who will get the goal, but Junior Blades get on the board. Eels lead 3-1. Well, Jordan Jeffords leads the parade back to the Junior Blades bench. And altogether, just another one of those odd hops that got the best of Van Uchim. So let's see if that opening marker for the Blades can carry any type of momentum as they still trail by a pair. Lofted to the center circle. Matthew Clift backpedaling into the Eels ice to the far circle. And the goal announcement is being made. So it is Jordan Jeffords with the goal. Eels the other way, but Matthew Clift's shot goes high and out of play. So Jeffords gets the tally. And with this stoppage in the shots on goal department, you have 19 for the Eels, 14 for the Blades. And it was really interesting because at the end of the opening 20 minutes, the shots were evened up at 13 all, even though that first period was evidently dominated by the Eels. Pablo Paulos winds and fires, and he hit Isaac Vasquez in the low slot. Paulos regathering, far side corner, drops it back to Chambray. Chambray pressured up against the far end wall by Jack Klunk. Chambray frees it on up. Pablo Paulos scrambling at the far hash marks, and the Junior Blades just can't get it out of their own zone. Finally, they make it happen. Peyton Donica backhands it to the center of the ring. Pablo Paulos was getting wide open, but he doesn't find connection with the puck. 2-on-2 for the Blades, quickly diffused as Nolan Manicki was trying to lead the charge. Isaac Vasquez hammers it into the Junior Blades attacking territory. He heads off in the line change. Pablo Paulos trying to work his way past two different Junior Blades defenders. He pours it to the far corner where Jack Williams recovers on the Blades side. Anthony Zebley with some running room, right corner, and a penalty is listed against the Junior Blades. Quinn Roadhouse taking a seat for 2 minutes, as it is a slashing call according to the head referee. Eels to their first man advantage of the day. 12:10 left in the second period as we approach the halfway marker of today's Elite Division hockey game. Eels lead 3-1. Matt Cliff versus Jacob Gusty in the near side circle. Gusty comes out victorious as the Junior Blades get the immediate clearance. Andrew Van Uchim freezing the puck behind his net, and Corbett comes around to retrieve it. Corbett giving it off to Clift. Clift chips it out to Caleb Harp, center circle. Harp streaking to the near wing and the Junior Blades end zone, and his rink-wide feed gets plastered out to the neutral ice. So Nick Corbett trying to quarterback a new drive for the Eels. Matthew Clift attempted to reach out to Mason DeMeyer, but the pass was too far ahead. DeMeyer able to get it on the second chance, but there is a Junior Blade in the low slot able to create the turnover. That was Rory Nish. 1:10 left on the Florida Eels power play, their first one of the day. Matthew Clift waiting on the far half boards, dishes it over to Hoover. Make that Caleb Harp, high slot. Caleb Harp, backhander, doesn't hit the net. Rebounder by Ethan Hoover, doesn't work in his favor. Florida Eels taking a few seconds back on their side of the ice. Landon Engels kicking it across the center red with 40 seconds left on this Junior Blades penalty to Quinn Roadhouse. Stashed over to Nick Vasquez. He's roughed down at the Junior Blades blue line. Board battle at the Junior Blades benches. And the Junior Blades punch it to the near corner of Van Uchim. Van Uchim lets it fly in the left circle. And Anthony Zebley tatters it to neutral. Nick Vasquez, left circle. Gives it off to Paulos, who's looking for his second goal of the game. Now a 2-on-1 for the Blades as we get back to 5-on-5. Left wing, wrist shot, and Andrew Van Uchim comes up big as the score remains 3-1 in the Eels' favor. But Quinn Roadhouse has vacated the sin bin and he goes back to the Junior Blades bench. We've talked a lot about Pablo Paulos in this game, and we heard his name quite a bit last night as well, as he scored a pair of goals in his Eels Elite Team debut. Junior Blades searching for redemption today after falling to the Eels last night, 8-2 here at Hertz Arena. So Jack Williams stymies it forward to Rory Niche. Niche rammed into the near half boards as Grant Minor takes over from behind the net. Maneuvered far side of the goal line. Sharp angle shot not happening for the Blades. A lot of shouting back and forth between these two benches at this point as the Junior Blades work it back to the high slot. Middle of the blue line for Jack Klunk. Klunk gets taken off of his skates by Matthew Clift, and Andrew Van Udegom will gather the biscuit for the whistle. A new 5 men onto the ice for the Eels. It consists of Nick Corbett, Mason DeMeyer, J.J. Peters, Neil Campbell, and Ciro Calvanese. Players congregating along the far circle. Eels with their backs to their own zone. Mason DeMeyer pulls the puck to the center of the blue line, freed out to Mason DeMeyer. DeMeyer at the center circle, denied by Max Steck. Steck can't get anything rolling. It's Neil Campbell at the near hash marks, and this caroms onto the Eels bench. The Elite Team's assistant coach, Frankie Scarpacci, having to duck out of the way of that one. But everyone remains unscathed as we have a drop of the puck out at center ice. It's J.J. Peters trying to slide it over to Ciro Calvanese. Eels maintain possession with Nick Corbett at his own far half boards. Flings it ahead, nobody home. Junior Blades have Anthony Cosentino leading the charge. Back out across the middle of the rink. Ciro Calvanese in front of penalty box boards, gives it up to Isaac Vasquez, but Calvanese gets it right on back. He shares it to DeMeyer. Point blanker, and it doesn't arrive to Riley Shepard, the Junior Blades goaltender. 8:20 to play in the second, 3-1 Eels lead. Anthony Cosentino slammed behind the net with Neil Campbell laying the boom. Ethan Hoover trying to share it with Ciro Calvanese, but turnovers are beginning to come more and more frequent between these two teams. A whole lot of young players on both rosters, and they're only getting better with each game that they play. Today is game 4 out of 45 in this 2020-21 season. Ethan Hoover going point blank and a goal! Ethan Hoover gets the marker to put the Eels up by 3. Ethan Hoover was uncontested. Nobody to beat but Riley Shepard himself. And he goes point blank as it's 4-1. Peyton Donica reloading in the Eels' end. Swords it out to center. Eels come careening back in. Wrist shot applied by Nate Hedrick, and Riley Shepard gathers it with the blow of the whistle. Fans, we thank you for tuning in and for making us a part of your Saturday afternoon. Nick Rush giving you the play-by-play from Hertz Arena in Estero, Florida. Momentarily, we'll tell you some more info about this facility in Southwest Florida, as Landon Engels almost had a golden opportunity. He has one tally on the day thus far. Junior Blades fly it on down, and they are drawn up with an icing call by the head referee. Well, Hertz Arena opened in 1998 as the home of the ECHL's Florida Everblades professional hockey team. The Junior Blades moved into the facility during the 2010-2011 hockey season. This rink is also home to the Florida Gulf Coast University hockey team, which competes at the ACHA Division II and Division III level. Caleb Harrop sides it behind the net, searching for Mason DeMeyer. DeMeyer pops it up, high slot, Miner jabs it on, but Riley Shepard provides left-handed robbery. Face off to Riley Shepard's left. Jack Williams, the first one to touch it, and he slides it all the way down to Van Uchim. Uchim paddles it to the near goal line. Caleb Harrop taking over out to the neutral ice. Man taken down, that's Landon Engels, and the Junior Blades are caught with a tripping penalty. So the Eels are off to their second man advantage of the day as they are 0 for 1 thus far. But Cole Smith is the perpetrator. 6:27 until the end of period number 2. Your score, the Florida Eels 4 and the Junior Blades 1. We'll go to the right side. Caleb Harrop drops it to the midpoint to Nick Corbett. Corbett discards it back for Harrop. His slap shot dings off of the post, and Karam's out of play. Well, the slap shot from Harrop had Riley Shepard beat for sure in that split position, but Shepard hears that ding of the pipe. It is also known as a goaltender's best friend. We're 15 seconds deep into the Florida Eels power play as Nick Corbett forwards it across center. Anthony Zebley, right side at the point, tried to hand it over to Mason DeMeyer, but Jordan Jeffords able to confiscate it and drive it back behind Van Uchim's net. Eels getting back to work. Nick Corbett, long distance at the center red, and he connects with Ryan Chambray. Nick Corbett holding back at Eels' blue line. Goes to his left side to Mason DeMeyer. Almost got stripped away by Jordan Jeffords, but the Eels prevail in front of their benches. Puck is sauced to Anthony Zebley in the Eels' ice. 56 seconds until Cole Smith is able to leave the penalty box for the Blades. Zebley gets taken off of his skates by Jeremy Pizzola. Eels circuiting it around the attacking zone, and eventually the puck heads into the mesh netting. Ethan Hoover returning to the rink after he scored the latest marker for the Eels. Hoover, one of the local products for this Florida Eels team out of Cape Coral. Ethan Hoover to the low slot, tried the backhander, but he whiffed. Max Steck rifles it on down to Van Uchim. Eels have half a minute left on their power play. It's Matthew Clift flying across center. Clift in the right circle. Too many Junior Blades players there. Junior Blades get the turn away. Jeremy Pizzola trying to go coast to coast. But the puck goes from one end to the other, back to Riley Shepard. Shepard freezes the puck behind his cage. Slap shot coming by Engels. It hits Ethan Hoover, and out of play. So Ethan Hoover taking the puck in a low slot. A friendly fire coming from Landon Engels. Right away in between the rings, Nate Hedrick tried to take a blast. Junior Blades wiggle it out to center ice. And the penalty kill is all said and done for the Blades. Around the back wall, Ethan Hoover puts it out to center. 2-on-1 for the Blades. Down the middle, backhander, and he missed the net. Jeremy Pizzola pulled the trigger, but he lost control at the last second. So the Eels scrambling back and forth for it at the blue line. Puck transpires in front of the penalty box boards. Final 4 minutes of your second. Eels leading 4-1. They have a 2-on-1. Right side for Pablo Paulos at the corner. Paulos rammed into by Jack Williams. Williams thwarts it up to the near point, kept in with a slap shot by Nick Vasquez. He comes up empty-handed. Steered to the center circle. Henry Ward with a little backhanded pass, but he's not able to find a teammate as the puck makes its way out onto the Eels bench. We'll go out to center ice for the next face-off. J.J. Peters of the Eels is victorious. He slathers it to the far half wall. William Heikkila with the touch-up. Heikkila along that right corner. Eels trying to get it out of their own territory. As it's smoothed over to the high slot and a goal. Jacob Gusty goes bar down past Van Utgem. And the Junior Blades cut their deficit in a 4-2 score. Jacob Gusty, the largest player on this Junior Blades team, standing in at 6 feet 5 inches, 265 pounds. He's known for his hard hitting, but every once in a while he can absolutely rip a shot. Jacob Gusty trying to clear it on out. Goal announcement over the public address system going on. Colton Adesano with the lone assist. That is Jacob Gusty's first goal of the season. Junior Blades trying to apply some hard hits. 2:17 counting down on this clock in the second period. It's now 4-2 in favor of the Eels. Gavin Medina back for a harp. Shot goes away and out of play. I'm getting a couple of names mixed up from last season. That was Mason DeMeyer taking the shot. Now Gavin Medina, that's a player who was on the Florida Eels for the past 4 seasons, but he recently aged out. Now the good thing is that Medina, he does show up to the Florida Eels games in Southwest Florida, whether they're at the Fort Myers Stadium or Hertz Arena, but I saw his old number and the name accidentally slipped out as the Junior Blades have an icing. Stoppages becoming more and more frequent as we approach the final moments of the second. Puck tattered over to the far goal line. Jeremy Pizzola swinging around out to the center red. Could be a 2-on-1 for the Blades if they hurry, but it doesn't happen. Jordan Jeffords having to take a desperation shot from the far point. The disc is mishandled by Jeremy Pizzola. He has to retrieve out in front of Riley Shepard. Puck floats in on Shepard and he hangs on. At the right corner, Jeremy Pizzola puts it vertical up at the point. Both teams continue to struggle with possession, and you're really starting to see the fatigue set in as we're now down to 70 seconds in the middle period. Andrew Van Uchem tried to clear it up the far wall, but he whiffed. It's driven out in front, but the Junior Blades missed the net. That was Jordan Jeffords trying to score off the backhand. Now down to your final minute. And we have a stoppage as Nick Corbett locks up with Jack Williams at the blue line. Well, the Junior Blades, you can tell the frustration is really starting to come out as they have been playing behind since the early goings of the game. The reason for the whistle was that Ethan Hoover was shaken up along the left corner. He has been helped up by one of his teammates, and he is back over to the Eels bench under his own power. As of right now, we have 27 shots on net for the Eels, 19 going for the Blades. Slap shot goes right off of Mason DeMeyer's visor. And the point blanker, too little too late from Jacob Gusty. 38 seconds left until the final buzzer in the period. Van Uchem punches a puck out of the sky and over the end wall. And in a physical rivalry such as this, you definitely don't want to see anybody get hurt at any time. We saw an example of it in yesterday's game when Anthony Steed, a forward for the Eels, took a slash to the Achilles tendon, and he had to get it wrapped up. Slap shot from the Junior Blades ends up in no man's land. It's Caleb Hara back out at the middle of the ice. Pablo Paulos gets yanked down nearby the Florida Eels bench. 17 seconds and counting. Mason DeMeyer through pass to Caleb Hara. Jacob Gusty gets it right on back for the Blades. Gusty slides it to the near goal line. 5 seconds left. Eels looking for a last second chance with Caleb Hara going half ice, but that is the finish of your second period with the score. The Florida Eels 4 and the Junior Blades 2. We'll step aside and come back with your third period and your final 20 minutes of action right here on the Florida Eels Broadcast Network. Welcome back for the start of period number 3, where the Florida Eels elite team leads over the Florida Junior Blades 4-2 at Hertz Arena. Junior Blades getting into the attacking zone as they skate from left to right across your computer screen. Eels from right to left as the puck flies onto the Eels bench. First whistle comes 17 seconds into the stanza. We'll go back out to center ice for the draw. Landon Engels shovels it to the Junior Blades blue line. One-touch pass, courtesy of Daniel Leviton. Caleb Harp spars it back behind Riley Shepard's net. Ran back over to the far circle, and there's an Eel shaking up in front of that Blades net. So we'll wait to see exactly who that is, as there is currently a crowd surrounding him. That was Nick Corbett getting taken down. However, he is back over to the Eels bench, and he appears to be okay. We had an update on Ethan Hoover, who was also back to the bench a bit shaken up earlier on in the second period. He said that he believes he just got the wind knocked out of him, and he will be back to play in this third period. Over to that right circle. It's picked off by Harp. Harp with a backhander, and he hit the outer lining of the net. Golden opportunity, But Harp not able to get on the score sheet, at least for now. Caleb Harp reunited with the puck in the near side circle. Shimmies it behind the net. Mason DeMeyer waiting there. DeMeyer goes back up top, midpoint for Donica. Shot, another close one. Rebound goes in! Mason DeMeyer with his second goal on the weekend. He had one tonight. He has one today. It's 5-2 Eels. 1 minute, 9 seconds into the third. Riley Shepard was under all kinds of attack from the Eels. Caleb Harp had the golden opportunity. He had another rebound along that far post, but Mason DeMeyer just able to tuck it in from that near side circle. Landon Engels gets the assist as it is announced. So Engels now with 2 points on today, consisting of 1 goal and an assist. Peyton Donica smears the puck in the far circle, slotted out to the neutral zone by Ryan Chambray. Jack Klunk provides the interception. Junior Blades still back in their own ice. Anthony Zebley ran into the back wall. Clift maintains at the high slot. Clift puts a forehander on, and Shepard flashes his left-handed glove. So we're only 1 minute 55 seconds into the third period, and the Eels have already scored in this final frame of regulation with Mason DeMeyer getting the tip in. And it's 5-2 Eels. They lead in the shots on goal category 32-20. Hammered to the near goal line. Matthew Cliff fumbles it up to Daniel Leviton. Leviton comes hustling out across the neutral zone. Leviton trying to go coast to coast. Forehander. And Van Utegom squeezes the 5-hole shut. Pinballed over to Ryan Chambray. Right half wall. And the puck is struggled out to the neutral ice by Anthony Zebley. Junior Blades back with it. Josh Schreiberg has it slithered off of his tape by Grant Miner. Miner finding a man down the ice. Ryan Chambray almost had the breakaway, but he couldn't cleanly handle the puck. Back and forth we go in the early stanza, or the early goings of the stanza, with 17:20 left in regulation. Keep in mind, after this game, we will have the Premier Division contest between the Florida Eels Premier Team and the Junior Blades. That game is slated to begin at 3:15 p.m. Grant Miner along the far goal line. Strung it to the center red. Pablo Paulos waiting there. Paulos backhanding to Stephen Hewitt. Hewitt jousted forward, and it's a delayed offside against the Eels. Multiple players hacksawing their sticks back and forth. Jack Klunk stashes a shot on. Van Utegem able to take it off of his pad. Controlled in front of the scorer's table. Neil Campbell able to lay a hit, and escaping is Josh Schreiberg to the left circle. Schreiberg pressured from behind by Nick Corbett. Corbett gives him the stick from behind, and no call is made. Play rolls on. Campbell slams it down the near side, back out to center. Nick Vasquez alongside a man. That's Nate Hedrick. Hedrick goes cross ice, right circle. Wrister put on save. Rebounder not going to come. Neil Campbell with the initial chance from the far point. Josh Schreiberg the other direction, and he's mowed down. Massive hit courtesy of Nate Hedrick. And Quinn Roadhouse fumbles up the disc in the right corner. Roadhouse still with it, however. Walks up the far boards and has pass kicked away by Hedrick. Hedrick heading off in the line change as he changes places with J.J. Peters. Peters, a Houston, Texas native, but he now calls Fort Myers home. Wheeled ahead by Quinn Roadhouse. Roadhouse entering the Junior Blades end zone. Runs out of momentum along the right corner as Henry Ward took him down. For hash marks, Isaac Vasquez with a backhander, and the rebound doesn't get on board. 5 minutes into your third period, Eels lead by 3. Junior Blades keep it into the attacking ice. Toe save by Van Utgem, and he sprawls out to stop the puck. So that brings us to your next stoppage of play. And Quinn Roadhouse is absolutely frustrated with himself as he was trying to bank it in on a half-open net. Face off to Andrew Van Utgem's left. Stirred back out to center. J.J. Peters doing the work. Landon Engels back into the Eels end zone. He curls down the left dasher, and he's halted at the corner. Jack Williams applying the left shoulder. Grant Minor jumping into the scramble as the puck is freed across mid-rink. Rory Niche surrounded by 3 different Eels defenders. Niche still gets in, and he put the puck off of the pipe. Rebounder leaves a scuff off of the backboards. J.J. Peters puts the puck through the wickets of Jeremy Pizzola. And the Junior Blades regroup in their own ice. Pass intended to Rory Niche, incomplete. And the Florida Eels take over once more. You have Ethan Hoover back out on the ice. He was shaken up in that second period off of a hit. Thankfully, he is all right, and he proceeds play with 1 goal on today under his name. Neil Campbell around the end boards. Taking a moment before going tape to tape with Mason DeMeyer. DeMeyer with a 2-on-2, far side. Dangles a man, right circle. Tries to put the forehander on, but he couldn't pull the trigger. The forecheck was provided from Daniel Leviton. And the penalty is on the way against the Junior Blades. Ethan Hoover getting roughed up on that play. And he goes back to the bench on a line change. But the Eels are back on the 5-on-4 for the 3rd time of the day. 13-14 until regulation is all said and done. 5-2 is the score in favor of the Eels. And that Eels bench rallies up their players on the ice. Right circle. Anthony Zebley comes up short to Jack Klunk. Ribbed over midpoint to Corbett. Corbett stashes a shot on, and Shepard traps it away. Face off to the near boards and the Florida Eels attacking ice. Nick Corbett waiting along the near point. Shreds it left circle to Zebley. Zebley tried to feed it back to Corbett, but the pass goes awry and out to center. Anthony Zebley taking a moment in the Eels zone before he comes tearing coast to coast. Zebley creeping in around the net. Now switches to the near glass. Junior Blades turn it over, and Jeremy Pizzola jams it down to Van Utgem. It's Nick Corbett walking to the neutral zone. He's slammed up against the near glass. Nice physical play by Derek Hambling. Hambling with a backhanded pass to Jack Williams. Williams along the left side of the blue line. Can't get anything rolling. 48 seconds until the Florida Eels power play comes to a close. Puck is smoked to the low slot, and Nick Corbett wheels out to center. Stroked into the Eels end zone by Zebley. Zebley discards a Harp. Harp far circle, and his blaster gets caught away by Shepard. Well, this game is only one of two others going on in the USPHL Florida Division. Currently in the middle of their game are the Tampa Bay Juniors as they host the Charleston Colonials. Another shot rifled on, and Riley Shepard had to sprawl out to keep it from going in. Junior Blades with the 200-foot dump down. Landon Engels behind Van Uchem. Engels lets it fly in front of penalty box to Caleb Harp. Narrowly avoids the offside call, but he lets it back on over to the Blades as we are back to 5-on-5. Wholesale change for the Junior Blades. Derek Hambling heads off. He is one of the few international players on this Junior Blades squad coming out of Germany. Van Uchem stops the puck around the back wall. And it's room for Matthew Clift. Matthew Clift almost got held up from behind by Daniel Leviton. No call is made. Play keeps going. Grant Miner at the near point. Stuffs it to the left corner. Nobody home for the Eels. And the Junior Blades get relief back out to center ice. Jordan Jeffords tried to cross ice feed to Max Steck, but that was way off to the side of his intended receiver of the pass. Jeffords battling with Miner back and forth. Miner gets a shot on from the halfway marker of the rink, and Shepard punches the puck to the right corner. Play's starting to slow down as we approach the final 10 minutes of period 3. Eels lead by 3 in a 5-2 scenario. Blades punch it back into the attacking zone. Miner behind the net, and he has gotten some fantastic ice time over the course of this weekend in Estero. Miner reunited with it from the right corner. Slowly trudges the puck to the midpoint. He gets intercepted by Broadhead, but his possession does not last for long. J.J. Peters waiting along the far hash, strings it out to center. Ciro Calvanese kicking up the heels, trying for the breakaway. 50-50 puck, won by J.J. Peters. Low slot, but nobody was quick enough to get it. The Junior Blades rinse the puck out at the center line. Marked in the low slot to Peyton Donica. Donica chips it over to the far circle. Rory Niche getting into an end wall battle with Ciro Calvanese. Calvanese trying to creep away with it. Didn't work. Shot comes on the Van Udegam. And he comes up clutch for his team once more, prompting the whistle. We mentioned the Tampa Bay Juniors playing a game today. They are the only team in the Florida Division that is undefeated 3-0. The Charleston Colonials, who the Juniors are playing today, are 1-1-1 on the season. Eels are 2-1. The Atlanta Mad Hatters are 1-0-1, and the Florida Junior Blades are still searching for their first victory of the season with a record of 0-3. Two of their 3 losses have came up against this Florida Eels team, and they are looking to prevent 3 straight losses to the Eels today. But time is running thin if they are looking to do something. 8:18 on the clock in this third period. 5-2 Eels lead as Shepard covers up. As for the Atlanta Mad Hatters, they are hosting some non-conference play today as they battle the Carolina Junior Hurricanes in the Atlanta home opener. Wide open shot coming from the Florida Eels' Neil Campbell. And the discus sauced on out to neutral. Nick Corbett working his way past a pair of Junior Blades defenders. He got sandwiched for a moment. And the Junior Blades work it back along their near wing. It's out to center ice for Jack Klunk. Klunk lets it fly around the end boards. Nick Corbett, right side. He gets rammed into the corner by a man. And it's Matthew Clift having his breakaway denied by Jack Williams. Quinn Roadhouse knocked off of his skates by Clift. It gets a rise out of the Florida Eels bench, which has been noisy all day long, all weekend long, as a matter of fact. As you remember, they won it yesterday with an 8-2 final score against this Blades squad. Whistle has been given, and there is a massive hit placed on to Jeremy Pizzola, who slowly makes his way back up from that right wing half wall. Face off in front of the Eels bench. Daniel Leviton wheels it away down the left wing. Behind the cage is Grant Miner, in front for the goal. The Junior Blades score. Colton Adesano received a pass from the far post to the near post, and he got an easy one, as it's still 5-3 Eels. So that's nothing to sweat about for this Florida Eels team. They're still up by a pair with 6:52 left, but they are letting the Junior Blades stick around, and there's still plenty of time for the Blades to do something and give the Eels a good scare. So we will see what transpires. Both teams have their timeout remaining, if they find it to be necessary as we get into the final minutes. Pablo Paulos went diving into the Eels bench off of a check, and it knocked down the entire stick rack. Matthew Clift with a 2-on-2 for the Eels. Put the brakes on for a hash. Lets it go. Save made. Rebound and a goal! We're trying to see who it is in that mad scramble. William Heikkila gets to tally his first goal in an Eels uniform, and he scored that right as he was knocked down. 6-3 Eels. So that puck is scooped up by an Eels teammate, thrown onto the Eels bench. That's another first goal on this Florida Eels roster. So many young players new to the junior game. So it's always great to see those young men come up with that very first goal at this brand new level. Nice little through pass coming to Max Steck at the center line. It goes incomplete. No icing is called. Van Uchim applying some assistance to Nick Corbett. Corbett lets it go down the rink. Ryan Chambray could have a breakaway, but the puck has too much friction behind it. Behind the net, Chambray scoops it up, ladles it near point to Corbett. Corbett has the puck flop off of his stick, and the Junior Blades are back with it. Jordan Jeffords had a touch-up for a moment. Jack Klunk retrieves it back in the Junior Blades side. Caleb Harp re-enters in a 2-on-2. High slot for Harp. Transforms far side. And his backhander goes straight to Shepard's midsection. So both teams will switch out their current reinforcements with 5:11 left in the third. 6-3 Eels. Puck is ran over to that left wing half wall, and it eventually gets taken out of play on a carom. Well, fans, the Eels will be back in action next Saturday, October 3rd, when they host the Atlanta Mad Hatters. Puck drop is slated for 9 p.m. at the Fort Myers Stadium. You can catch the broadcast live online on Hockey TV. That'll be the first time of the season the Eels and Mad Hatters go at it. So no doubt about it, those first-time matchups never cease to be exciting. Ethan Hoover drives it back to the middle circle. Junior Blades reclaim it, and Anthony Cosentino stashes it behind the net. Forked back up the left side to Vasquez. Vasquez wheels it to Ethan Hoover. 2-on-1 for the Eels. Centered to the low slot, and it's misplayed by Nate Hedrick. Big jammer by Hedrick, but the play could not be finished. Left point, it's Grant Miner. Hand goes up from the head referee, and a penalty is listed against the Blades. So the Junior Blades continue to get themselves in penalty trouble. Now to the final 4 minutes of regulation, Eels up by 3. It's a slashing violation against Daniel Leviton. So the Eels back to work on the 5-on-4. We'll go to the right side. Landon Engels threads it to the far corner. Jeremy Pizzola popping it up at the far hash. And Clift anchors it to Corbett at the left side of the blue line. Corbett lowers to the near corner. Big four-man jam for it. Junior Blades win it. And they scrape it down to Van Ootjim. Nick Corbett resting behind the cage. Dishes it to Matt Clift. Clift attempting to go coast to coast. He beats out Jacob Gusty, the defender. And his shot gets taken off the paddle of Shepard. Big blast from Caleb Horup. That leaves a scuff off of the backboards. Nick Corbett ran down at the near point. Junior Blades take it 100 feet down with Derek Hambling getting the job done. Down to the last 60 seconds of this Eels power play. It's Caleb Horup making a run for it on a 2-on-2. Defender lost his stick. That was Jeremy Pizzola. Pizzola still manages to kick it out the center, and the Junior Blades send it to the back wall. Mason DeMeyer killing some time off the clock as the Eels lead by 3. Mason DeMeyer getting past Rory Niche. Niche continues to kick up to heels, and it's Derek Hambling with a breakaway. Man on his back, and Peyton Donica applied the poke check from behind. Mason DeMeyer goes flying at the goal line. Physicality at an all-time high as we have 20 seconds until Daniel Leviton leaves the box for the Blades. Mason DeMeyer evened up chance. Drop pass intended to Anthony Zebley. Puck pops up on him. 8 seconds left on this Junior Blades penalty kill. And that'll just about do it as Neil Campbell is stuck in the Eels ice. Anthony Zebley going rink wide to Campbell. Campbell soars it to the Junior Blades blue line. Both teams continuing to go back and forth. Last 2 minutes of the game have arrived. Propped up and away at the red line for Jack Klunk. Klunk backpedaling to the right circle. And he goes long distance to Quinn Roadhouse. Roadhouse tape to tape with Jack Klunk. Klunk maneuvers to the right corner, and he's shut down on the right shoulder of Neil Campbell. Those two lock up behind the net. Ran back up the right dasher by Quinn Roadhouse. 4 different men scrambling for the puck. 38-26, shots on goal going to the Eels. Ciro Calvanese with a full head of steam out to center, and he dangles right past Colton Adesano. Calvanese trying to go all or nothing, but no shot comes. Calvanese is eventually dumped in that near corner by Max Steck. Calvanese known for his footwork and his speed on this team. He's still looking for his first goal of the season, just couldn't finish it off that time. 50 seconds left in the game, and the Eels prepared to take home 3 consecutive victories against the Florida Junior Blades. They had one last Sunday at the Fort Myers Stadium. They spoiled the Junior Blades home opener last night, and now they have their 3rd straight win on this Saturday afternoon at Hertz Arena. So the countdown begins. Florida Eels rising to their feet, led by head coach Alex Sanchez. Flattened out near the scores table for Jeffords. Jeffords trying to take a crack at it, but it's ricocheted by traffic. Around the cage, puck wiggled up to the near half boards. Jack Williams hustling for it. Cyril Calvanese getting in his business from behind. Final 10 seconds of the game. The stick taps come from the Florida Eels benches. The puck is risen out the center ice. And ladies and gentlemen, that is your hockey game. The Florida Eels have taken 3 consecutive victories against their crosstown arch rival, and the Eels win with a final score of 6-3. We have some rough stuff going on back in the Junior Blade zone. Players congregating, but the Florida Eels bench comes alive. They celebrate and congratulate their netminder, Andrew Van Utgem, who collects his first goal, his first win in net on the season. So we have the blue line salute out across center ice. The Florida Eels make their noise. They move up to 3-1 on the regular season. They started off rough a week ago with a 7-2 loss against the Tampa Bay Juniors. They played 3 state against the Blades, and they sweep it. How about that? Keep in mind, folks, at 3:15 p.m., we will have your Premier Division game between the Eels and the Blades. But until then, this is Nick Rush giving you the play-by-play, saying thank you for tuning in, and so long from Hertz Arena in Estero, Florida. One last time, Florida Eels win 6-3 on road ice. Have a safe and great rest of your weekend.